Did you know the truck everyone told you to sell is now worth more than it has ever been, while a brand new $86,000 F-150 Platinum loses $16,000 the moment you drive it off the lot? The game has completely flipped, and most truck owners have no idea. Number 10. New trucks cost more than most people's houses used to. The number that should stop every truck buyer dead in their tracks. The 2026 Ford F-150 Platinum has an actual MSRP of $86,155. Not a supercar, a pickup truck. The F-150 XLT, cloth seats, nothing fancy, runs $66,740. A bare-bones work truck with no V8 comes in at $45,375. Back in the mid-1990s, a base model truck cost around $15,000. Adjust for inflation, and that is roughly $30,000 today. The most basic new truck on the lot costs 50% more than an inflation-adjusted 1990s truck and delivers a fraction of the mechanical simplicity. Toyota is not off the hook. Their entry-level Tundra SR5 sits at $58,654. The TRD Platinum, $76,484. For a truck with a twin-turbo V6 that has already proven itself to be one of the most problematic engines in recent memory. A $1,000 monthly payment over 72 months is $72,000 out of your bank account, before interest, before insurance, before the first repair bill. The most expensive truck is not the one with the highest sticker price. It is the one that costs you the most to own. What this means for your truck: the truck you already own, paid off, maintained, running strong, is saving you thousands every single month. That is not a compromise. That is a financial advantage most new truck buyers will never recover from. Number 9. Depreciation is destroying new truck buyers overnight. The moment you sign those papers, you lose approximately 20% of the truck's value. Before you have made your first payment on an $80,000 truck, that is $16,000 gone for the privilege of being the first person to sit in it. By year 3, you are looking at a vehicle worth significantly less than what you owe on it. Most people do not realize it until they try to trade in or sell. Flip that around. A clean, well-maintained older truck has already absorbed every bit of that depreciation hit decades ago. What is left is stable value, the kind that does not evaporate the second you pull out of a parking lot. People who bought a clean OBS Ford 5 or 6 years ago for $8,000 are watching those same trucks sell for $15,000 to $18,000 today. That is not nostalgia. That is appreciation. A truck that went up in value while a brand new one was losing thousands before the first oil change. What this means for your truck: when you buy new, the bank owns you for 6 to 8 years. When you own an old truck outright, you own an asset. And right now, that asset is worth more than it has been in decades. Number 8. New trucks are breaking down at rates that should terrify anyone writing a $70,000 check. Ford issued more than 150 recalls in a single recent year. Compare that to other manufacturers sitting at 10 to 20 in the same period. Toyota's new twin-turbo V6 Tundra has had over 100,000 engines already needing replacement, on a truck starting at nearly $60,000. GM's 6.2-liter V8 in new Silverados and Sierras has experienced bearing failure so severe that pistons are being ejected through the engine block. Now ask yourself, what is the failure rate on a 1995 Chevy 350, a 2001 Ford 5.4-liter that has been properly maintained? These engines were overbuilt. No turbos, no cylinder deactivation, no 10-speed transmission trying to optimize every combustion event. Just iron, steel, and mechanical simplicity, doing exactly what it was designed to do. That is why you still see them everywhere. 30-year-old trucks hauling hay, pulling trailers, starting every morning without complaint, while trucks a few years old sit at dealerships waiting on back-ordered parts. What this means for your truck. Every recall your old truck does not have is a dealer trip you are not making. Every engine that does not need replacing is thousands of dollars staying in your account. Reliability is not a feature on old trucks. It is the entire product. Number 7. You can actually fix your old truck yourself. Pop the hood on a modern truck. Plastic covers hiding everything. Sensors monitoring sensors. Emission systems layered on top of everything else. There are trucks today where accessing the engine for major repairs requires lifting the entire cab off the frame. Not because it is a better design, because that is the only way to reach what is underneath all the complexity they added. Open the hood on a 1990s truck. You see the engine. The alternator is right there. The spark plugs are accessible. Starter goes out, 2 bolts, 30 minutes, back on the road. Fuel pump, $45 at any auto parts store, done before lunch. That is independence. That is the difference between a truck that works for you and a truck that holds you hostage to a dealership charging $200 an hour before they touch a wrench. What this means for your truck. Every repair you can do yourself is money that stays in your pocket. Every repair a new truck owner takes to the dealer is money that disappears. That gap compounds over years into a number that would make most new truck buyers physically ill. We are halfway through, and the next 4 reasons are where the real money is. Number 4 alone has 2 documented million-mile engines that new trucks cannot touch at any price. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video like this one, and stay with me. Number 6. Your old truck does not spy on you. Modern trucks are connected constantly, and most owners have no idea what is being collected. Built-in cellular systems log how fast you drive, how hard you brake, where you go, and what routes you take. The FTC has confirmed that connected vehicles routinely collect driving behavior and location history. Insurance companies can access it, and in most cases, you cannot fully turn it off. Here is a real scenario already happening. An owner takes their off-road truck off-road, exactly what it was marketed for. Something breaks. They file a warranty claim. The manufacturer pulls the vehicle data. The data shows aggressive driving. Claim denied. You paid $80,000 for a truck, used it the way the commercials told you to, and the data you did not know existed just cost you a warranty repair. Your old truck has none of that. No cellular connection, no background reporting. When you are driving it, it does not know where you are. It is just a machine doing its job. What this means for your truck. Your old truck cannot be used against you. It cannot report your habits to an insurance company. It cannot have a warranty claim denied based on data you did not know existed. In 2026, that is a significant advantage. Number 5. The tailgate tells the whole story. Sometimes the best way to understand a big problem is to look at a small detail. On an old truck, pull the handle, it drops down, lays flat. Done. If it breaks, the fix costs almost nothing. On a new truck, Ford's multi-function tailgate splits in the middle, swings out like a door, folds in sections, and operates with multiple latches and hinges. When it breaks, and it breaks, you are replacing a complex assembly costing hundreds of dollars requiring a specialist. This is the tailgate as a metaphor for the entire modern truck industry. Every feature added is a potential failure point. Every convenience upgrade is a future repair bill. The manufacturers have built an ecosystem where complexity drives dependency. You need their parts, their software, their service departments. Old trucks broke that cycle before it ever started. Built to be owned, not managed. Maintained, not subscribed to. Fixed, not updated. What this means for your truck, every simple component on your old truck is a complex assembly you are not paying to replace. That simplicity is not a limitation. It is a feature the new truck market spent decades engineering away and charging you for the privilege. Number 4. Old truck engines were built to last generations. The engines under old trucks were not built to meet a fuel economy target. They were built to work. John Freeland's 2000 Ford Super Duty reached 1.36 million miles on the original 7.3-liter Power Stroke. Not rebuilt, not replaced. Original. Bruce Boehner's Cummins-powered Ram crossed 1 million miles, and he believes with proper maintenance, these engines can go 1 to 2 million miles. The 5.3-liter Vortec V8 in late 1990s Silverados, before GM added active fuel management and ruined it, regularly hits 300,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes. The Toyota 22R ran from 1981 to 1997, and owners documented past 400,000 to 500,000 miles on original blocks. These engines were not built to impress a journalist on a press drive. They were built to work every day, in every condition, for as long as the owner maintained them. The new truck market replaced them with turbocharged units that add complexity, heat, and failure points the old engines never had, then charged you $70,000 for something less durable. The engine under your old truck is not a liability. It is a proven, documented, real-world workhorse the new truck market cannot replicate at any price. What this means for your truck: the miles on your odometer are not a warning. They are a track record, and that track record is worth more than any warranty on any new truck on any lot. Number 3. New truck sales are slowing, and the market is sending a signal. Inventory is sitting on lots longer. Manufacturers are offering incentives to move units that would have sold instantly 2 years ago. Ram dealers had 142 days of supply in late 2024, more than double the healthy 60-day benchmark. Dodge dealers had 131 days. Demand dropped 43% in a single quarter. Meanwhile, used vehicle prices rose 6.2% year-over-year into 2026. Clean OBS Fords, square-body Chevys, pre-emissions Cummins Rams. These trucks are not sitting on lots. They are selling within days of being listed. The manufacturers spent decades convincing you that newer was always better. The cracks are showing now, literally, in some cases, through engine blocks, and the truth the new truck market does not want you to know is simple. The truck you already own, maintained, paid off, running strong, is exactly what the market is now paying a premium to find. What this means for your truck: the truck everyone told you to trade in is now the truck everyone is trying to buy. If you have been maintaining it, you are sitting on an appreciating asset while new trucks depreciate. That is the entire game. Number 2. Owning outright beats financing every single time. When you buy new, the bank owns you. When you own an old truck outright, you own the truck. That distinction is the entire financial argument. The average new truck payment in 2026 is approaching $1,000 per month. Over 72 months, that is $72,000 out of your pocket before a single dollar of interest. Compare that to the owner of a 2001 Ford F-25, with the 7.3-liter. Bought it for $9,000, spent $2,000 on maintenance over 3 years, total investment $11,000. No payment, no bank, no interest, no being underwater, no worrying about a repair bill that costs more than the truck is worth. That is not just a financial comparison. That is a freedom comparison. The old truck owner can absorb a repair bill without panic, make decisions based on what they want, not what the bank requires. The new truck buyer is locked in for 6 to 8 years to a vehicle losing value every single day. The old truck owner is free, and in 2026, that freedom is worth more than any feature list on any new truck on any lot in America. What this means for your truck: every month you drive your paid-off old truck is a month you are not writing a $1,000 check to a bank. Multiply that by 72 months and you have $72,000 that stayed in your life. That is a number worth sitting with. Number 1. Your old truck is not a liability. It is the smartest vehicle you can own right now. This is the verdict, and it is not close. The manufacturers built dependency into every new truck they sold. They made simplicity obsolete on purpose, added features you did not ask for, charged you for complexity you did not need, built systems designed to keep you coming back to their service departments forever. But here is the thing about old trucks. They are still here, still running, still proving themselves every single day on farms, job sites, and back roads across this country. The 7.3-liter Power Stroke that mechanics call the gold standard. The 12-valve Cummins that owners say will run 2 million miles. The 5.3-liter Vortec that just keeps going. The Toyota 22R that outlasted the truck around it. These engines do not care about fuel economy mandates or government test cycles. They care about one thing: doing the job. And they have been doing it for decades without complaint. Your old truck is not something to apologize for. It is not a project. It is not a compromise. It is an asset. The kind that holds its value, earns its keep, and does not report your location to a server farm while you are trying to get to work. The old truck everyone told you to sell just became the smartest vehicle you can own. And as long as you keep the oil changed and the rust at bay, it will keep right on proving it. What this means for your truck: stop listening to the people telling you to upgrade. The truck in your driveway, maintained, paid off, proven, is exactly what the market is now paying a premium to find. You already have it. That is the whole point. 10 reasons, 1 conclusion. The truck everyone told you to sell is now the smartest vehicle you can own. Drop your truck, your year, and your mileage in the comments. Let's see who is running the highest miles on the oldest truck. Smash that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.